Hey guys, it's Darren Kuroko. Just want to get started here. First things first, we want to make sure your profile is in tune to your target market. So really, the two things we're going to focus on really focus on is a custom banner, which you're going to see up top, and then also the summary. The summary is going to be like a mini sales page. It's going to outline what the problem is, for lenders, or for business owners looking to get loans. Obviously, the problem is, you can't walk into a bank and come out in 24 hours, 48 hours with a loan. So, the, brick and mortar, a lot of paperwork. You are the solution. So the way we write our summaries are problem, solution, and then call to action. You can certainly, I will give you examples where you can pretty much copy paste this kind of template in there. Just put your name in and change change some things around to make it your own, of course. So you don't want to make it exactly the same as everybody else's. You want to make it your own. But you've got 2,000 characters to play with in this summary. LinkedIn allows you 2,000. Use it. Absolutely use it. So you want to make it your own, but also you want to have your information very readily available. Let's start with the top. Let's start with that banner. You really want that banner to pop. You want to bring in a logo, some branding, uh, just to make you stand out. You want to be very clear on what you do. So when somebody sees your banner and your title, without even scrolling down, they know exactly how you can help them if they've landed on the right place. Does that make sense? So I'm going to show you a free place, and you obviously can spend some money here, but we'll get you designing a LinkedIn banner. So you can see right up on top here it says LinkedIn banner templates. There's some great templates here that you can use. I also use a company called Fiverr. They've got some great designers. Um, Let me just get there real quick. I'm sorry I wasn't planning on going there, but you can see very clearly you can get started on a banner here for no charge. But if you want to hire somebody, just type in LinkedIn banner on up in the search on Fiverr, and you're going to find plenty of people that can design a LinkedIn banner for you. The designer I use, I just give him my websites, and he makes a banner for me. So really, I gave him my website for this. Gave him a few things that I wanted on there. He pulled the logo right off the website and all the other information as well. So go to Fiverr, and that link will be below. And type in LinkedIn banner right in the search engine. You will need to have an account set up with Fiverr. It's not a big deal, but you can get a banner as low as 5 to $20, and it's very inexpensive. Again, you can go to Canva and develop your own. Some of the stock photos are free, and if you have a flair for creativity, this is definitely where you want to be. Uh, Regardless of which way you go, these are my two suggestions. Get a custom banner. Definitely get a banner that brings in your logo. Like I said, brings in some of the bullet points, how you help, how you set yourself apart, how quickly you fund, what kind of businesses you work with. Make it, just make it pop. The second, I know I talked about the first two things that we're going to talk about is the summary second, but really you need to have a professional headshot. Now, I'm not saying my shot is professional. I'm not at all. But you do need, if you don't have a professional headshot, please get please get one. If you are a professional, you should go and get a headshot. Spend the $75 to $150 and go to a studio, get a tie on, comb your hair, brush your teeth, and get a headshot. This is your business. This is your social proof. You got to get this profile right. Because people will leave quickly if it looks unprofessional. Your photo looks like it was, you're on a boat fishing in Canada. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but I'm just saying you need to have a profile that pops, that stands out from everybody else. So these are the two things where you want. This top section is the first thing that somebody's going to see. So make sure your photo's right. Make sure your banner's right. The other thing too is put what your offer is in here, what your specialty it is. 24-hour funding for whatever. If it's for restaurants, I'm just throwing that out there. Hard money lender, call us first. We can close in 5 days. Whatever it is, put your offer right up in top here. Make it clear to people right in this title what you do and how you do it. Okay, so from there, like I had talked about already, we do want to make sure your summary is 2,000 characters, and you want to design it like a mini sales page. I'm going to just show you, this is going to be in um, the messaging area. I may put it below, but here's a copy and paste, kind of a swipe file for your profile. Hang on one second, let's get this up here. I actually put um, two here. I have profile number 1 and profile number 2. Um, and these are purely examples. Please, please, please make these your own. These are approximately 2,000 characters. Bob Lender and lotsofmoney.com is not a real website, so don't reach out to Bob. But we do this for other lenders, of course. I work with a bunch of lenders right now that we are producing leads for, and this is kind of just 2 examples, really. So you literally could take this, copy, paste this, and drop it into your summary, swap out your information, swap out some of this information, and then make sure everything is true to what you do, of course. If you're not a guest speaker, I'm actually gonna take these out. But if none of these are ringing true to you, be honest. Obviously, I always encourage honesty. It is going to get you further in the long run. So the profile number 2 is just a different style, but feel free to change things around. And but these are 2 copy paste ready to go templates. Good for you. So once you have that, install it. Make sure you can make changes by clicking this little pencil. This is your edit button. uh, this is as dark as the copy gets, unfortunately. Make sure you have your website right up on the front. When you go to mobile, and if somebody looks at your profile in a mobile app, that web link is actually clickable. So this is good. So you want that. You want that link to be there, and it will be clickable, which is nice. Okay, so not only that, once you have all this stuff in place, which shouldn't take you long, you want to come over here to contact and personal info, okay? And just to backtrack a little bit, you don't want to make it a mystery on how to get a hold of you. Put your phone number and put your email, put your website on your profile. Otherwise, you're going to miss opportunities. Nothing makes me crazier when I go to find or want to talk to somebody and I cannot find their phone number, not either on their website or on their profile. But come over here and make sure your information is correct here. You can actually do a custom URL, which will get picked up by Google. So do a custom URL. Mine is obviously Lead Generation Ninja, but you put your name, you can put the company name, whatever the case may be. Make sure your websites work. Make sure your phone number is correct. I put as much as I can here. My Skype, obviously my email as well. Very easy to get a hold of me. So you want to make sure all this information is correct before you move forward. Think of this, like I said, think of this as your social proof, but also think of this as a landing page. You wouldn't start a business and not have your website complete. So you want to have this complete. Number 1 goal right here. So the links for Canva, for the LinkedIn banners are going to be below, and also for Fiverr. And then go ahead and just type in LinkedIn banner up top and choose typically how I choose is just going through 3 or 4 and just picking out a couple, and even maybe get a few different designs from 2 different people. But all these guys and gals are doing, just great covers, great custom covers for you. It's going to make you stand out, and that's what you want. You want to stand out. So hope this was helpful. We'll talk to you soon. Please carry on to the next message, and we'll get you some more information and get this started. All right, the second part of this training is going to be all about finding your target market, building a list of business owners in your area. This is where you want to be. There's so many business owners on LinkedIn in your area. Start there. Unless you're in some obscure vertical where you're dealing with maybe just staffing companies, or you're dealing with just transportation companies, you certainly can start in your backyard, but know that you can go across internationally. You can, well, maybe not internationally. Maybe you can't, but you certainly can go nationally across state lines. But always start in your backyard. It's just easier. to relate. You have something in common. You live in the same area, and it'll be good for credibility as well. So there's two ways to do this, and the first way I use exclusively. The second way I'm going to show you is a way that you can do it inside of LinkedIn without the Sales Navigator. Now, the Sales Navigator is an add-on feature. You can see it up on the top here, right? I've got it on mine because I pay for it, quite frankly. So I'm going to just be upfront with you. If you're a prospector, if you're after new business and you're serious about this, you should have Sales Navigator. It is built for prospecting. It's built for finding new clients. And it actually has kind of a built-in CRM system, which I'll show you as well. Which is, if you're not familiar with CRM, it's a client relation management system. Basically, keeps track of your leads, and it's just powerful. So I I use Sales Navigator. I teach and preach on Sales Navigator. All my clients have Sales Navigator. So I'm a little biased. So if there's another way you can do it without Sales Navigator, do it. I'm not proficient in it. That's all I'm saying. So with that said, I'm going to take you into Sales Navigator. So you will need to have or buy it or you should be able to get a free trial. If you go to the bottom of your profile, and if you go to Sales Solutions, you can see it right down here in the footer. Go ahead and click that, and you can see Start Free Trial. You will need a credit card to start free trial, but it's pretty cut and dry. I spend $79.99 a month, and it does a great job. I can save leads. I can build lists. It gives me some in-mail message capability, so it's very powerful. All right, so let's go back. So that's how you're going to find it to see if you're eligible for the free trial. But let's go back to my profile real quick, and I'm going to show you how to find business owners in your area. So go ahead and click on Sales Navigator. Now, this is going to be a completely different platform, but it works in tandem with LinkedIn, just to be clear. So what I'll do for me or for my clients is first we're going to go to Advanced up top, and we're going to search for leads. As you can see already that it's designed for somebody like you who's looking to build leads. Now, I live in the Sarasota, Florida area. I'm going to search Sarasota, Florida area. Very simple, and I'm looking for owners. Now, as you can see very clearly, just in my area, and Sarasota is not a huge town. It's actually just south of Tampa, which is going to be huge. We've got 22,000 prospects that call themselves owners that live in Sarasota. Now the beauty of using Sales Navigator is really can dial in. So let's just say we work with restaurants. We're looking for restaurant owners in the Sarasota, Florida area. Boom. We've already picked up 341 that we can target very specifically. So all these different, there's a ton of different industries. If the industry is not listed inside of Sales Navigator, it doesn't, LinkedIn doesn't identify with it. So you can't put your own industry in here. You can't put cat wrangling, for instance. That's not an industry that LinkedIn I don't think that's an industry period, but that LinkedIn deems as an industry. So if it's not here, you can't just add one. So pick your industry. Maybe it's hospitality. We go to hospitality, we got 277. We go to restaurants. It might be one and the same, but it looks like that bumped it up to about 618. This is a good search. So if you're after restaurant owners and in the Sarasota area or in your backyard, you'd start here. Now, I'm going to show you a few other features that you can use here. Obviously, you can open this up. So you can open this up to the state of Florida. I live down here in Florida. As you can see, restaurant or hospitality, you got 14,000. You can do the United States. Very simple to do. So, and that's just for industry, hospitality, and restaurants and owner. So, and as you can see on LinkedIn in the United States, owners, there's 6.4 million. So there's a lot of fish in this pond, and it's really good. And people are doing, what I love about LinkedIn is people are doing real business. Now you can also dial it in a little bit tighter. So you're looking for bigger businesses, 11 to 50 headcount, meaning that they have 11 to 50 employees. You can deselect that for all, or you can go down. You just want to deal with self-employed. You can do that as well. pretty powerful, as you can see. Um, Years in current position, you want to deal with somebody who's just getting started, or somebody who's in a seasoned position. Years at company, just getting started, or somebody who's got many years. Again, years of experience, same thing. Now, what I'm always looking for me and for my clients, is we're always looking for second and third connections. These are people that I'm not connected to. The reason why is our strategy is very simple. We're going to ask people to connect with us, and I'm going to show you how to do that here in a second. Ask people to connect with us at a rate of 75 to 125 a day, so about 100 a day. Very easy to do. When you have the messages, you can just copy paste, and as they connect, those new connections, they're going to get a thanks for connecting message, and I'm going to show you how that works as well, offering you and your services. So I'm actually going to show you some templated messages that we're going to have for you. But for this example, let's just do, we can do retail as well for an industry. So if you're an MCA, if you're dealing in merchant loans, so you got 1,000 in this area. Let's just start with this. I'm going to go ahead and hit the search button. Now, what I would recommend is you're not going to go through this whole 1,000 in a day. It's just not going to happen. You're going to want to save this search, and what I'm going to call this is just owners retail in Sarasota. I can spell, and we'll just do test 1, 2, 3, just so I know. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and hit save, and I'll show you where you can find that in a second. I'll click the X up here under save searches. You go ahead and hit save searches. We have that. We'll go ahead and hit edit, and we're going to see that search that we just created right here on the bottom. Okay. We can edit it, we can delete it, whatever needs to be done. But here's your list. This is your start point. You're seeing right here, we've got Joe Horner. He is the owner of Interior Floors, Guarantee. He runs credit cards. Kathy Moore, Blinds Galore and More, Guarantee. She takes credit cards, etc., etc., etc. Just a list of local owners. So everybody here, as you can see, is in Sarasota. These are local owners, quite frankly. Now I'm going to show you what we do. I'm just going to take you to my website real quick, and just zoom into this one part, and so not to be distracted. The one part that we do is we ask people to connect with us with a connection message at a rate of 75 to 125 a day. This is what we do for our clients. Like clockwork, 15 to 30% are going to connect back with you. Owners of businesses will connect back with you at a rate of 15 to 30%, like clockwork, every day. You need to be on top of this 5 days a week. I would recommend 5 days a week. At least 500 go out, and you're going to see, like I said, you're going to see 15 to 30% connecting back. That's where we're going to send that thank you for connecting message. I'm going to show you that in a second. So you need to keep on top of this and send those new messages out, but also as they connect, you need to send that thanks for connecting message. So what's that look like, Darren? Well, great question. I'm glad you asked. So inside your training below, you're going to see these messages. The first one you're going to see here is the thanks or the please connect with me message. This message cannot exceed 300 characters per LinkedIn, and we write a very basic message. This is just a please connect with me. After reviewing your profile, I'd like to connect. I'm curious if you have any immediate funding needs. Thanks, Bob. So what we'll do is you'll, minus the first name, you'll take this name, you'll copy this, and you're going to do this 100 times a day. You're going to scroll down until where you see connect. You're going to paste this in here. We're going to put Kathy. Drop that message in. Now, what I like to do is make sure it's formatted correctly, like this. You like the way that's formatted? Go ahead and copy it again, because when you copy it from Word and drop it into LinkedIn, it formats incorrectly. So come back in here and then hit copy again, okay? I'm not going to send this. Actually, I will, but I'm just going to take out this and just want to show you this, how this is going to look. And I'm going to hit send invitation. Once it sends, it's going to say your invitation is sent. The beauty of this is you can't ask to connect with Kathy again. I'm going to go ahead and show you this. So if you forget where you left off for some reason, I hit send invitation. It says you're sorry, but we've already invited this member. So you don't have to worry about where you left off, even though you should keep track. But note that you can't do it twice. So you're just going to rinse and repeat. You're dropping that next message, and you can see that it's formatted correctly. You hit send, boom, 100 times a day. All right, guys, just don't overthink this. This is prospecting. Either if you go out and cold door knock, cold call, whatever it is, drop mailers, you need to be talking to people about what you got. And this is just a great way. I like to think of this as going out in virtual door knocking at a rate of 100 a day. The numbers tell us 100 is going to get you 15 to 30 new connections. 100, typically it's 100 to 30 to 1. 100 contacts, going out and knocking a door if they're there or not. Think of it as a virtual door knock. 15 to 30 are going to say, yeah, I want more information, or yeah, I want to connect with you, or they're going to open their door, those 15 to 30. Think of it like that. And then out of that, you're going to pitch all those people, obviously. Out of that, you're going to get a lead. You're going to get a deal, and that's really what we teach and preach. It's going to be 3 to 5 leads a week, and that's what I get for I actually get more of those, more than that for myself, but it at a minimum 3 to 5. I know guys that are doing, if you work this right, you're going to be able to get 5 to 10 leads a week. Imagine your pipeline filled with 5 to 10. You've got systems in place. This is going to be really powerful. So I'm going to show you a few things that if you really want to ramp this up, obviously it's up to you. Number one thing is we actually have a done-for-you service. We actually do everything for you. We actually go out, we write all the copy, we do everything we talked about. We ask to connect with at a rate of 75 to 125. As they connect, we send them a thanks for connecting message. We send them an autoresponder messages. Everything's written for you, and everything's approved by you before it goes live. Not only do we do that, but we actually do the profile makeover, we do the custom banner, we do the summary rewrite, etc. and so forth. So if you want more information, just go ahead and reach out to me, email me, or come to the website, linkedinleadninja.com, and hit the contact and get some more information. We do have some specials for guys and gals that have already bought the training, so please make sure that you mention that to me, and I will give you a huge discount. Okay, so I just want to let you know that this is available, and you certainly can do this yourself. I know you can do this yourself, but also know that this is all we do. This is absolutely 100% all we do is what you see here. So with that said, if that's something you want to look at, come to my profile, get and click our website, done for you LinkedIn, and schedule a call with me. We'll see if it's a good fit. Okay. We're getting great results for lenders. That's why I put this training together, because lenders really need this, I think, and that's what I've seen out there just by talking to a lot of the lenders. The other thing is the tool. We have the tool that that really does it for you for one account. It's $197 a month. We set it up for you. We train you how to use it. It's very, very simple. Once you have everything plugged in, it just runs by itself. If you have more than one person you want to get involved with, you can run up to 5, up to 10 accounts on this. And what it does is sends out the please connect with me message. On autopilot, drops in a custom message with their first name, and then the thanks for connecting, and also does the autoresponder as well. Super simple. So just want to let you know those are 2 good options for you, I think, or again, do it yourself. Now, I just want to kind of go over the messaging mentality here. The message mentality for the first 2 messages is going to be to get a conversation. You're not looking to tell them how awesome you are and how great your rates are. I want to say nobody cares, but they do care. But you want to get a conversation. Make this look natural. Don't make this look canned. Ask them a question. Do you need working capital this week? Are you in need of working capital for your business this week? Make this your best year ever. Are you looking to cover payroll? Whatever the offer is, and wherever your vertical is, speak to them and their pain points. Everybody's got a different pain point. certainly make these messages your own. You can take this piece out and make it very simple. Thanks for connecting. Quick question. Do you need some working capital? Reply here for more info. Or just let me know. Thanks, Bob. Keep the long signatures out. I'm going to say it again. Keep the long signatures out. Don't say Bob Jones a second. And give your phone number, your fax number, and 3 emails. Nobody cares. Make this conversational. I'm going to say that again. You want people to reply here. You want to get people to say, yes, I'm interested in more information. I'm going to show you an example. This is a real profile that we're running. This guy as the third message that we sent out, one of the follow-ups is, are you in need of a line of credit for your business? Let me know. I can help. See your options here. Thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, hello, Jonathan, and etc. and so forth. Phone number right here. This guy's a real lead. So this is what you want. You want something that looks so natural that nobody thinks of anything different than that you wrote them a natural message. So keep it short, keep it simple, and keep it all natural. All right. So in the spirit of helping you out, we've got the done for you if you don't want to do it. We've got the software that can help you do it in a big way, very affordable. And also, I wanted to show you once you get started how to keep your lead flow going. Let me go back to the home page here. It's going to be Pipedrive. And you know what? I don't use Pipedrive. I use other software, but this is I have used it in the past. I actually have an account with them, but I wanted to show it to you. Super easy to use. Just go ahead and Google Pipedrive. You can try it for free. And I wanted to show you why I like it so much, because I'm a visual guy. And I really like it because I can label this flow however I want. Lead in, application made, maybe, underwriting, did you get it or not? And you can move these people. Look at this. I'm dragging it from one spot to the next. Oh yeah, they made the application. It's on underwriting. Bam. I can keep track of everything, see what's going on. I can go click inside this person. I can see where they're at. I can send them an email. I can do all kinds of stuff. Once you close it and you win it, you hit win or won rather, and that's going to register. And it's just a nice, easy way to keep track of leads. So here's the beauty of this. A couple things I want to just share with you. With the software and with the done for you, we can, because the software does it, and we use the software for the done for you, you can automatically, every day you make new connections, grab their first, last email and phone number, and you can drop them into a Google Doc, which can automatically be added into here if you need to. Or it can be added automatically into a MailChimp email campaign. So here's the deal. Not only are you going to be able to send these messages out, or you can use these as your email campaign as well, but you're going to be able to drop them emails and build an email list automatically. How cool is that? So that's if you have the software option, or if you have the done for you option. That's done automatically. If you have a MailChimp, you have to have your own MailChimp account, but we can do it for you for the done for you in a Google Doc. We have some training on how to do that as well if you just get the software. Hope that makes sense. So bottom line, it's all about the leads. It's all about building your connections on LinkedIn. It's all about being natural, putting a face to it as well. And it's all about keeping track of your deals, making sure that they're closing, making sure that they're moving in the right direction. So we've given you the templates for the messaging. We've given you the templates for the summary. We've given you some options for tools as far as the done for you service and the B2B prospecting tool. We showed you where to go for the banner, LinkedIn banner. Either Fiverr or go to canva.com. They've got great LinkedIn banner templates. They do a nice job there. We've given you everything you need to succeed. If you have any questions, if there's something missing, please reach out to me. I love to help people. So feel free to connect with me on LinkedIn. Again, I think I'm the only Darren Carolco out there. I'm going to check. just to be safe. But I'm the only Darren Kuroko out there, which is good. So come connect with me. Tell me that you bought the training. Tell me how it's working for you, or it's not working for you. Or if you got questions or whatever it is, give me a day, but I will get back to you. I promise. I love to see how you're doing and see how we can make things better. I'm all about making things better. So if we miss something in here, if there's not, you thought there was going to be X, Y, Z, and there wasn't, let me know. And if I can get you X, Y, Z, I will, and we'll put it inside the training. So feel free also to go to my website. I've got great articles. If you go to my blog, I think we've got 20 articles in there as well, just helping people and talking about how to generate leads through LinkedIn. That's the best. That's all that we do is LinkedIn and getting leads for our clients. So look forward to it, and thank you so much, and you have a nice day. Hey, this is Darren with LinkedIn Lead Ninja. Thanks so much for watching this video. Really what we're going to talk about today are how to get consistent leads using LinkedIn exclusively. So without further ado, let's just jump right into it. Like I said, we're going to show you how to do this on LinkedIn exclusively, how to get and how I get myself and clients 3 to 5 really plus solid leads weekly using my 5-step approach. And really you can start using this today. So this is great. So this is going to be stuff that you can grab onto, start applying it to your LinkedIn campaign, and use that as a prospecting tool like it should be used. Really the 5 steps that we're going to talk about today are going to be your profile. You got to get that right. Find your target market. Are they even on LinkedIn? Connect with your target market daily. Once you're connected with them, number 4, send them a thanks for connecting message. You want to engage with these people, and then drip messages, that speak to your target market, like an autoresponder. So what we're going to talk about first is your profile. It needs to be professional. Now I'm just going to show you a few examples. Now you've already seen mine, but some of the things that I teach and preach and do for my clients as well is get the banner correct. You want to make sure this banner, first of all, fits appropriately. As you can see, the banner, there's a big block right here that needs to be definitely calculated when you're doing a custom banner. There's places you can go for this. I'm not going to talk about that today, but when you do design it, make sure it is very specific for LinkedIn. I've seen banners where there's copy and pictures behind this block, and it's absolutely it looks horrible, quite frankly. So make sure you get that right. I'm going to show you a few other examples. And first is Steve's. He's a business broker, and basically you can see very clear on what he does. You can see professional banner that actually we did for Steve, and it looks great in my opinion. I like it. It speaks to his branding, logo. It's very clear on what he does, and just by looking at his face, his headshot, his title, and his banner, I know exactly what he does. Include the URL. As you can see, I've got the URL in mine as well. Make sure your URL's there. And then the summary. You want to make sure your summary reads like a mini sales page. Well, so your summary is always going to be read like a mini sales page, pointing out what the problem is. And as you can see, here's the problem, and then the solution, and then always a call to action. Let's have a brief discussion, see how I can best serve you. So it's what's the problem, how you solve the problem, and then a call to action. So very clear and concise. Here's another great banner, great headshot as well. You can see the headshots too, professional. These are definitely studio headshots. Highly recommend a good professional headshot. Do not do a at the beach kind of headshot, or cropped everybody else out and just you as a headshot. You want to do a professional headshot. If you're a pro and you want to make this work, get yourself a professional headshot. It's going to help you immensely, and it's going to really say a lot about who you are just by looking at your headshot, quite frankly. Again, what's the problem? The solution, as you can see here, and then a call to action, 5-10 minute call, see if I can help. Rewrite that summary
like a mini sales page. Now, a quick note on the summary too, it can only be 2,000 characters. So when you write it in Word, say, and copy and paste in here, make sure you're checking that it's inside of 2,000 characters. Now, a period is a character, a space is a character, so just be mindful of that. And make it clear as well. I didn't say this before, but put your contact information right inside your summary. Make it easy for people to find you. Um, the other thing is too, I'm going to show you another example. Make sure inside your profile that all your links work, that your phone numbers are up to date, your email's correct, all your information works. Go in and click on it is the best way to do it, and make it and obviously make it, if it's all about your brand, make it go to your website. Don't make it go somewhere else or to an article or something like that. Another example of a great banner, and of course a great summary as well. Good headshot. So you want to be professional with that headshot. I'm just going to say that one more time. Make sure it pops. Make sure, like Brad here, you've got a tie on. Of course, I am the example of probably what not to do, even though I preach and teach what you should do. I probably should go and follow my own advice, but do as I say, not as I do on this one, please. The second part of this is going to be you're going to find your target market. Really, what you want to do is first thing you need to do is to do this is to get Sales Navigator. Now, let's go back to my back to your profile. The way to check to see, first of all, if you have Sales Navigator, it'll say right up in the bar here, go to Sales Navigator. You can see it up here on the top right. But if you don't, you may be eligible for a free month. So go to your profile, scroll down, and go to Sales Solutions. When you go ahead and click on Sales Solutions, it's going to pop up this page right here. It'll say Start Free Trial. You want to go ahead and click that. Obviously, if you have a free trial, take advantage of it. You will need to pay for it ongoing. It's the cost of doing business on LinkedIn. Really, LinkedIn is moving everything off of the business services and everything toward Sales Navigator. So you want to get on board with Sales Navigator now. In Q1 and Q2 of 2017, it's really going to be a push for everybody to get on Sales Navigator. So get ahead of the curve, get on Sales Navigator now. I use it and have used it exclusively for close to 2 years now, and it does more. It'll get better results for you, and it'll pay for itself. So once you're inside of Sales Navigator, you're going to see something that looks like this. We're going to use an example. Now, again, we're in the realm of finding your target market, okay? You need to know who your target market is, obviously. Before we even get started with your target market, you need to, obviously, like I just said, you need to know who they are, but you need to understand their pain, understand their problems, and then you need to show your target market how you and your product or services takes away that pain and solves that problem. So for me, I work inside, I work with B2B people, people who work in the B2B realm, business to business, and I take away that pain because I do this service pretty much for them and show them how to do it, kind of like I'm doing here now. So the pain they have is they don't know how to get leads on LinkedIn. I solve that. I solve that problem with my services and with my products. So what does your product or services solve that your target market, the problem that your target market has? I hope that makes sense. So when you're writing copy, you need to understand that you need to outline what the pain is. Let me just show you an example because I want to make sure we're crystal clear on this. An example would be using my profile and my summary. The problem is not really sure how to use LinkedIn effectively, not enough consistent leads for your business. These are real problems for people on LinkedIn. And then we offer the solution, training and coaching, plan of action, etc., done for you service. So this is an example how you should write your summary, but when you're targeting your market, you should be thinking like this as well. What problem do you solve? All right, so let's go back to assuming you're all signed up for Sales Navigator. Go to lead, lead builder. Go ahead and click that. It's going to open up your advanced search. And what I'm going to do is, just for an example, I'm going to target the Tampa area. I live just south of Tampa, and we're going to do company size. Let's do 1 through 10. Well, let's do 1 through 10, and let's do sales managers. All right, so sales managers in Tampa area. This is a good size search for me. It's well under 1,000. You want to make sure you're honing it in. You're not getting 100,000 people for a search, because here's the bottom line: once you hit search, you're only going to be able to see about 800, 900 of those anyway. So you want to keep your search well under 1,000, so it's manageable and you can hit it effectively. So Tampa Bay area sales managers. Let's say the industry I want to go after is, I don't know, let's say construction. Just for giggles, we see 32 results and away we go. So really what you want to do from here is hit search, and let's take a look at those results. We've got those results here, and really what we're going to do now is going to ask them to connect with us. So what I'll do here is we'll scroll down to a few. I like this guy right here. Let's go ahead and connect with him, and hit connect. What we're going to do though as well is we're going to take a canned message in here, and we're going to drop it in. So what you need to have is a ready to go message that speaks to the client. And I'm just going to put his name in here as well. So I'm copy and pasting, as you can see. And this is going to get you better connection rates when you're doing a custom message first name. You're doing a custom message inside of the connect message, but you're also allowed inside of Sales Navigator to put a URL. So we're doing that as well. Now, be mindful that you cannot exceed the length of 300 characters. Now you can see right here it says I've exceeded that. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to tighten this up a little bit, and we'll tighten it up even more. So we've got it down. I deleted a few words. Make sure it's inside the 300, otherwise it won't send, and it'll give you that warning. So I'm going to go ahead and send this message to Michael, and we're going to continue to do this. You get a nice green bar. Your invitation's been sent. Rinse and repeat. Drop that message in there, and drop their first name in there, and continue on. You want to do this at a rate of about 25 to 125 a day. So you're going to make a nice list, assumably more than 32. You're going to probably have 500 or so, and that's going to get you about 2 weeks worth of prospecting. As you add, now you can save these searches as well. So what you want to do is go ahead and save this, and label it however it is that you want to label it. I'm not going to do that for this one. So this is not an extensive training on Sales Navigator, but you want to use Sales Navigator to target your market very effectively as well. So so what we're doing is your profile, you're finding your target market, you're connecting with your target market daily with a custom message. We just showed you that, and I stated here 50 to 125 times a day. You can be aggressive inside of Sales Navigator, which is nice. You don't want to abuse it, but you certainly can be inside this range. You'll be perfectly safe. As of right now, these numbers are completely safe. So from here, what we're going to do is, once you're connected with them, whoops. Sorry about that. Once you're connected with them, you're going to send them a custom message. Thanks for connecting message. You want to do this daily for a positive engagement from your new connections. I'm going to show you an example of Kurt Brown here. Here is my message that asked him to connect with me. You can see right here, he has accepted my invitation. And then from here, we're saying, thanks for connecting. Real quick, I specialize in B2B organic lead gen inside of LinkedIn exclusively. Let me know if I can get you more info on what I'm doing that just works. Thanks, and my name. So really what I'm looking is for a short. I'm not looking to tell him to call me. I'm just asking him if he's interested in more information. So you want a short, concise message. You don't want to be too wordy here, but you definitely want to send a thanks for connecting message. You are going to get good engagement. If you're hitting your target correctly and you know their pain points, you're going to get good engagement just by using this thanks for connecting message. So keep an eye on your inbox. As people are accepting your invitations, you want to send out that thanks for connecting message. Be consistent on that. It'll be very clear inside your inbox who is accepted, who you haven't sent that to, and this is the same kind of message you're copy and pasting, putting in their first name. So you should be doing this about 15 to 30 times a day. It's very powerful. All right, let's continue on. Right down to the fifth and final uh, number here that really has been very powerful. We just started doing this, and we're seeing some really good results. And basically, what we're doing is we're dripping messages to new connections over weeks and months inside of LinkedIn. Now, uh, first message they're going to get is that thanks for connecting message. We just saw that very clearly here. But after that message, what we're doing and we're finding is we're sending more messages until they respond, basically. So here is a message dated December 7th, and then you can see another message here December 13th. We're dripping messages with a call to action, and it's been very powerful. Now, the best way to track this would be using a CSV file, using an Excel spreadsheet, dropping their name, any new connections in there, indicate when you've sent their connection, thanks for connecting with me message, indicate when you should send the first message, the second message, the third message. Have these messages written and ready to go. You can get these professionally written or you can do it yourself, obviously, depending on your how well you do as far as copywriting. So really, just to kind of recap, get your profile correct. You want a professional picture. You want a good custom banner, good summary that speaks to the pain and the solution and a call to action. Find your target market. Go to Sales Navigator, and you may be eligible, like I said, for a free month. Take advantage of that. Connect with your target market, like I showed you. Just systematically go through and connect with them on a daily basis. You should be connecting with or asking to connect with 50 to 125 a day. Very good numbers, aggressive numbers. Think of it as virtual door knocking. If you were to knock 50 doors a day, how many people would actually open a door and talk to you? So you're gonna think of it as like that. Of course, you don't have to knock the doors. You just have to ask them to connect. So once you're connected, you want to send that thanks for connecting message. Powerful. Powerful message. We're getting good engagement from that. And drip the messages. Keep track of messages that you're sending. Drip those messages to new connections over weeks and months inside of LinkedIn. Really, what we do, we teach and preach is to bridge the gap between LinkedIn and lead generation. This is basically, this is my business. This is all I do. And really what I'm offering you today is to schedule a 15-minute call with me to see if we can have a quick discussion about your business and see how I can help. We have many solutions. We have a done-for-you service. We have a do-it-yourself service. Or we just have coaching, and we can help write copy. We can do a lot of things, but I can't help everybody is my problem, and I like to help everybody. So I'm going to encourage you just to schedule a quick 15-minute call. I promise you I won't be selling you anything. I just want to have a chat and see how I can help you and see if it's a good fit. You never know. So go ahead and just click that button and schedule a call. I've only got about 10 spots open right now to do this, so I encourage you to take advantage of this right now. Again, Darren Karoko, LinkedIn Lead Ninja. Hey, I look forward to talking to you, and go ahead and click that schedule now button, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
we just want to make sure everybody's clear on how to interact with your leads and what to expect inside of LinkedIn. So when we're using your account for the campaign, you're going to see the direct effects of that right inside of messaging. So messaging is going to be right here. So this is where you want to focus on. You do not need to be proficient in Sales Navigator. We use that to build our searches and to ask people to connect. The direct result of that is everything is going to be seen inside of messaging. So let's just go to messaging right now, and I'm just going to scroll down to some actual conversations that have gone out. You can see very clearly this is going to be your please connect with me message. This is the one message that'll will go out at a rate of up to 75 to 125 a day to new connections to your target market. Now, only when they connect with you will you see this message. You can see very clearly that Virginia has connected with me. Once Virginia has connected, she gets a thanks for connecting message, and this is going to go out at a rate of 15 to 30 a day, depending on your engagement with your target market. Now, you do need to monitor this account. You're going to see all, like I said, all the activity, all the messaging that we do right inside your LinkedIn messaging feature. You will be able to see as people respond, as they raise their hand and want information. Some people may just be a one word, not interested, interested, give me a call, can you shoot me an email with more information? Whatever that is considered as engagement. So you need to take that client or take that prospect to the next level. Either enter them into your CRM, send them what they're looking for, answer any of their questions. So this is where we lead you up to, where they raise their hand, but you need to take it the next step. You need to manage your leads. There is a couple features that you can use inside the box. So this will get pretty, I don't want to say cluttered, but you may get overwhelmed with the amount of traffic that's going on inside of your LinkedIn messaging. One way to see if there's a message that you may have missed is you can go up to here and just hit the filters and look at any unread messages. Now when you click unread messages, it's going to literally pull up any messages that have not been read, and everything's dated, so you can take a look at it very specifically, which is nice. The other thing is, when messages are sent, when somebody responds to your message, let's just use Virginia as the example here. If she responds to it with a message, hey Darren, thanks for connecting, I do need new high quality clients, how can you help me? She's hit send on that. I have my settings set up that I get an email that she actually gave me that message. So you need to set your email preferences to receive those, and you can find that under settings, under settings and privacy. So under settings, you're going to look under basics, and you're going to look at email frequency. And go ahead and click on email frequency, and it'll give you an idea what kind of notifications you get. If any messages are sent from a LinkedIn member, you want this to be on. This is another way to keep track of your LinkedIn conversations. So these are just some tips on how to manage the traffic that's coming into LinkedIn. If you have any questions on this or anything else, please let us know. Have a great day. Hey guys, Darren Krokl here. I get this question a lot. How do I manage leads that are coming in inside of LinkedIn? You're getting messaged and you're not sure how to manage them. They get lost in a thread as more messages come in. You're not sure who you talked to or where that guy's name was that you talked to and wanted to get back to. It can be frustrating because that guy has been me. And I do have an idea. There's definitely different angles to doing it, like to saving your prospects information. Obviously, you can pull it off of LinkedIn, drop it into your CRM, or drop it into your calendar for follow-ups. But there is a quick, easy way to do it if you're if you're using Sales Navigator. So I'm just going to go to just a thread here. We're going to use let me use Eris as an example. He's indicated that he wanted to talk to me more about what I do and see if I can help him. So I see the thread here. I've left him a message, but I don't want this to get lost. I don't want to have to copy and paste information. I want to be able to follow up with him in later on, maybe in a week, whatever the case may be. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to his profile. I'm going to go ahead and click his name. Now again, you have to have Sales Navigator for this to work. So you're going to hit View in Sales Navigator, which I'm going to do right now. We're going to see very clearly that I've got notes up here that I can add. Left him a message. Left a voicemail on 8/24 and in the morning. So I wasn't sure exactly when I left that, but I'm gonna leave that note there. That's for me to take a peek at later. And what I'm also going to do is I'm going to save him as a lead. So inside Sales Navigator, you're going to be looking at you'll be looking right at these two options. Send a message if you're connected, obviously. Save as lead, and we're going to go ahead and save him as a lead. And what that does is you can see right here where it has leads. I can go there at any time. Anybody that I've saved as a lead and view their profile, review any notes, and basically take action as needed. Now, I do want to point out one thing. There are two inboxes inside of, if you have Sales Navigator. There's an inbox in Sales Navigator, and then there's an inbox inside of LinkedIn called messaging. So you need to be mindful of that. So you do not want to send a message to your lead using Sales Navigator, because it might get lost if you're not checking the Sales Navigator inbox. You absolutely can send them a message. It will be received, but I like to keep everything under one roof. And the workaround on this is basically go back to their profile on LinkedIn. And the best way to do that is go to contact information, and you'll see their LinkedIn profile URL right here. Go ahead and click on that. That'll take you right to their LinkedIn profile. Hit message, and you'll be able to see the thread right here, which is nice. Exactly what you talked about and when you talked about it. So I hope that helps, and if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me. Thank you so much, and have a great day.